My lord, do you realise how difficult it was for me to not pick Resident Evil Survivor here? Resident Evil Umbrella Corps pisses me off so much that I'm pretending it was vaguely difficult to decide between two bad games to talk about in a YouTube video. But you know what, at least Survivor was released nearly 20 years ago and was when Resident Evil as a franchise was still in its infancy compared to what it's like nowadays. Umbrella Corps has absolutely no leg to stand on as a Resi game or even as an online multiplayer shooter. And I'm not being a contrarian for the sake of it, this is essentially a sequel slash spiritual successor to Operation Raccoon City, another Resident Evil multiplayer shooter. And I didn't think Operation Raccoon City was a complete bastardization of the series myself. It was tolerable, a spin-off I didn't care much about whatsoever, but I could see the appeal to an extent. This though, what the hell happened here? With its dark and lifeless graphics, repetitive shallow gameplay, extremely weak main character that dies in a few hits no matter what's going on, broken matchmaking system that adds you into matches with people nearly 100 levels above you, barely any semblance to the series it's from, and twisted character animations that can't even hold guns properly. I still can't believe this game released in 2016 and I paid nearly £30 for it. One time I started a fresh match, died immediately as soon as the match began, and lost the entire thing despite the game telling me I didn't die at all. Not only that, but whether you do the single player missions or multiplayer, you do the same shit over and over again, collecting samples. Yeah, I guess that is what the Umbrella Soldiers would be doing in the Resi universe, but at least Operation Raccoon City had a variety in how they went around doing that kind of thing, not just running around half-assed pre-existing maps from previous games, awkwardly slicing up other zombies or other players just to grab pointless MacGuffin to end a match. I'm not kidding either, the single player missions especially are just this, over and over and over again, with text in between each part to give you some kind of story. And multiplayer matches are basically just standard death matches, and this as well. Capcom thought this was worth £30 of your money. I have absolutely no problem with a game being multiplayer focused, especially when you actually tell people that it is, like this game was, but to ask that high of a price for something that looks and plays like one of the first ever online multiplayer games ever, but even more broken and boring, then sticking a well-established and loved franchise name on top of it to make money, yeah, this should have been seen as nothing more than a scam. I mean, look at this even. In order to get additional rewards from killing enemies and such, you'd think that playing a little bit more strategically with headshots and stuff would get you more rewards. But not only is that untrue, meaning there's no point in getting any better at the shooting in this game, but if you do headshot an enemy, they just stand in place for seconds and seconds before dropping anything, wasting your time and making you vulnerable for your own skillful play landing a headshot. What more can I say? I'd rather play Survivor. I'd rather play this. Do you feel like you need to wash your brain out after seeing some truly awful video games? Well then how about go to the description below to chrono.gg/caddy where you can get a really good Steam game on the site every single day for a ridiculously cheap price. Be quick though, the offer only lasts a day and then it will change tomorrow.